is going on, fellas, and welcome back to the Director of Football Journeyman. This is our end of season review / transfers / maybe first game of the new season, depending on how long this takes. I have no idea what the Director of Football is going to do. This is our first proper transfer window with the club in this series. So we're going to soon find out what the Director of Football does. Because a lot of the time, the Directors of Football either do nothing or they go insane. So it's going to be interesting to find out what our Director of Football does. This is the awards that were given out. Shakira got Fans Player of the Season. Not so sure. 57%. So, obviously the fans love Shakira. Like, she's fine. She's a good all-round player, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Average rating-wise, maybe. Datsun got second with 18%, so quite a substantial gap between first and second. And then the centre-back, Tevradze, gets third. Goal of the season was Giga Sam's against Shakura Kubleti. I think that was on an episode. I'm pretty sure this was an episode. Do I remember? I don't really... Do I? It was it? So it was Pops to Shingalia. Headed out. Giga Sam takes a touch and then top corner. That is a good goal, to be fair. And Giga Sam got Young Player of the Season. No signing of the season. I am going to assume that's because we didn't make a signing this year. We did. Techers. So Techers wins it just for the fact that he was the only actual signing that was made. Fair enough. That's fine. Okay. Stats wise, Gio Nick got top goal scorer. We didn't see him score a single one of those goals. Shakira with the highest average rating. Okay, that makes sense why she got Player of the Season. Also had the most assists with 15. Shakira. Okay, fair enough. Can't complain. Best pass completion. Techers only 76%. Shakira got most player of the matches. Most yellow cards goes to Tevradze. Most red cards, Datsun, Iago and Giga Sam. All getting 1. Okay, fair enough. The 11 that make it into team of the season, the Door, Pops, Giga Sam, Tevradze and Dijiguri. That's fair enough. That's the back four I played the majority of the time we were here. Shakira, Datsun and DJ Kabil. DJ Kabil ahead of Techers. DJ Kabil played a lot more games. Gio, Nick, Pip and Iago as the strikers. Gio, Nick and Iago, yeah. Pip. Interesting. Fair enough. Yeah, we've looked at all that already. Season review. We were expected to win the league, but we went up through the playoffs. That's fine. It was a superb season for Merani as they were able to sustain a successful promotion push to vindicate those that had tipped them for success before the season kicked off. The Georgian Football Informer. We did spend a little bit of time at the top, 3 games, and then 5th game we were back up there. But it was a very much, like, they went down to 4th. The lowest the club was at any stage was 4th. We stayed in 3rd from the time I arrived. Fair enough. We used 30 players and our attendance was 300, average attendance, 338, 16% full. So, let's see. Okay, so we need to sign players under the age of 23. Hopefully the Director of Football does that. Work within the wage budget. Maximum 1-year contract for players over 32. Hopefully the Director of Football does that. Hopefully he does all of this. I'd be very disappointed if he doesn't. And the next season is to finish in the league we're going to be playing in. Okay. So all we have to do is finish in the division. Squad dynamics, not bad. Dressing room atmosphere is quite good. Managerial support, they're still not overly interested in me because I lack any reputation compared to the Bears. So, Fair enough. Right, what are we going to do next season? Gio, Nick, Shakira and the Door all think that the lack of support for me is justified. A lot of players think that it's justified. Fair enough. I'm absolutely delighted with promotion this season. You've done really well, but I will have to strengthen. Yeah, they're okay. That's perfect. They're happy. I was expecting. Oh, everyone's really happy. Oh, has that made any change to the squad? No. Team cohesion is actually up to average now. We've done well to get that up because that was really bad when we joined. Dressing room here is fine. Managerial support is on the way up, so that's good. But the fact that we don't have any badges yet is definitely a downside. Jaguri missed 16% of the season with injuries. Tavadze had 3 injuries. So our centre-backs they missed a good bit of the season. So we're not back for just over a month. Go over to it. I'm not pushed to sell him. He wanted to leave. Or he mumbled about wanting to leave. So I offered him. Well, yeah, I offered him out. But whatever. Notify you that the reason scouting upgraded to Eastern Europe. Ooh, because we are. To be fair, we're going to be playing in a higher division. You need to keep learning how to be a complete wingback, my friend, because we're not playing with wingers, so you need to learn how to be a left back. Yeah. Players considering asking for improved contract. Okay, so they're all going to be possibly sold. I'm going to put a bunch of people on the transfer list, and we'll see how we get on. I don't know when the transfer window closes for the top division, so we just have to wait and see. Also, because of finances, any transfers we do make, we're getting nothing. Like, we have 0, and we have offers coming in for players as well. So this 39-year-old guy looks like he's off to play in, what division is that? What division do you play in? They're like the Eastern something or other. No, League 4. So they're 2 divisions below where we currently are, and he's 39. Think he may have found his level. Plus, that'll give us an extra 55 quid a week. Not that we need wages at the minute, because we've 22k. Just 22k, you know. They just threw 22 grand at us. Happy days. Profit. Projection is we're going to make 5 grand before the end of the season. Okay. That's fine. I do have a feeling that the board will probably just start accepting offers for any player that meets the valuation. So, like, if somebody came in for Gio, Nick, or Techers, or Shakira, I'm pretty sure they'll just accept any good offer for them, and that'll be the end of them. Especially with Gio Nick's wages, I can see him probably getting snapped up at some point. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, basically. Right, we'll be back in just a second for... I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this yet. I might do it so that any interesting transfers that come up, I might bring you back for them, or we might just go straight to the start of the season. We'll have a look at the first competitive game of the season. I don't think we're going to be playing in any like mad cups, but there might be like a cup that starts the season. No, so like it'll just be straight into the league, I'm guessing. But yeah, I'll bring you back. You'll be back at some point, so don't worry. You'll be back soon. Just enjoy relaxation, my friends. Back in a second. Alright, fellas, here we are for the first game of the season against Dinamo Batumi. I think that's what you said. It's been an interesting transfer window. So this is how our friendlies did, or how we got on in our friendlies. Tried to make a money league to make some cash. It didn't really work out. As you can see, our scouting budget It's gone insane. We're 17.5 grand over. I have no idea how that happened. I don't know what my director of football and chief scout are doing, but they are causing chaos. We're 185 grand in debt. Not ideal. They're delighted that we signed players that are under 23. They're delighted we're working within the wage budget, and other than that, not much. They have changed that they want us to finish in the relegation playoff, so that'll be interesting to see if we can do that. I think we're now expected to finish 8th. We are significantly better odds than we had before, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out. We do have a bit of time. Obviously, we're just starting the season, but this is what we've done. All of these players have come in, and all of these players have left. The notable players to leave: Casade, the winger, is gone. Sorry, anyone else that I think is important? There's nobody else. Luka Taldorava and Amat Tahir have gone on loan to Tbilisi City. The backup left back, Lormasavili, has gone to Tbilisi City as well. Iago has gone on loan to Gareji. We sold Koplatze to Torpedo KT, Torpedo Katusi. He's gone to them. Pip has gone to Kolketi 1913, who I think got relegated from our division last season, the division we were in last season. Is there anyone else that's really... No, okay. So, players that have come in. We signed a Latvian goalkeeper called Zommers, who looked like he was going to be first choice. He looked quite good when he arrived. Compared to what we brought in another goalkeeper. That's what I'm going to say. Then Alexis Barriero came in. He's a centre back. I think he was on trial with us at one point. He looks pretty decent. Giorgino, a fullback from Argentina, who has only played one game in his entire career. He's come in. Then we signed Umari Samura on Christmas Day. He's a false 9. I haven't had a false 9 in a long, long time. He last played in... His last competitive game was in Cambodia, where he played 25 and scored 16. A Sierra Leone... I was going to say international. He is not. Then we signed Sagvude. Came in on a free. Wait, what? How long was he at the club? He was at the club just over a month, and we sold him. Okay. I had no idea. Then we signed a Georgian right back, Nikolos Mali. He looks good. I've made him captain. Just saying. Then we signed Mizarude, who's already been transfer listed. It's already been transfer listed. Fantastic. Gorgadidze, he's gone as well. We bought him in for nothing. Sold him for £825. He was here just under a month. What is going on? Abbas is a Nigerian wing-back, left-back wing-back. Was playing in Latvia. He looks meh. Then we brought in a Russian central midfielder. Looks fine. I don't think he's going to be first choice, but he's definitely good enough to get in the team. Then we signed a striker for the under-19s. I'm assuming he's supposed to be in the B team. Then we signed Gerich, who is probably going to be our starting goalkeeper. He's Ukrainian. Looks all round pretty good. He's fine. He's probably going to start the first game of the season. We'll see how he gets on from there. Then we brought in Glunty, who's a DM, playing for the B team. I don't think he's going to be getting into the team for a while. Kachize is a striker who looks decent. Came from a Polish team. Yeah, played 13 times, scored 1 goal. You know. And then we signed another old man to play in central midfield, because we don't have enough of them already. Yeah, he's a centre back, central midfielder, He's not really. He's not going to play first team football. He's old, and yeah, we have made a few signings for the future. Igor Soldat, a Ukrainian right back / left back / right wing back. He's going to be joining in July at the end of his contract. Then Kovalenko from Ukraine, central midfielder / defensive midfielder, 17-year-old, looks like he could be good. Again, free contract or pre-contract. And then Koleshenko, another Ukrainian. You can see where the pattern. I'm pretty sure either director of football or the chief scout just spent a bit of time in Ukraine. This guy's coming from real Pharma. We scored 6 goals, so we'll see how he gets on. He's only ever played outside of Ukraine twice and never actually played a game. So that's what we have at the minute. That's all the transfers we've made, and you can see we've a bit of cash and a little bit of wage budget left over. We have brought in. We were given extra coaches, scouts, and medical staff. So this is what the director of football has done. We're not the worst at anything anymore, because I think we have a goalkeeping coach now. Yeah, we have a goalkeeping coach, so we're not the worst at goalkeeping anymore. But this is how we're going to start the first game of the season against Dinamo Batumi, playing a vertical tiki-taka, 5 at the back, because I tried playing 4-3-3 in a couple of the friendlies against teams in this division and they shit on us. So Garech is going to start in goal. Tavadze, Dijiguri and Barriero are going to start as our centre backs. Mali, who's learning to be a right wing back, and Abbas as the wing backs. DJ Caleb, Shingila and Shakira as central midfielders, with Samora and Gionik up front. You can see Shikanishvili is injured. Teker's picked up a knock as well, so he's not fit to play. I think that Taridze is definitely an option up front, that he could play a lot of games this year. Axens is the Norwegian 16-year-old. He's been pretty good in pre-season. Other than that, I don't think there's anyone like Datsun. I'm not so sure Datsun's going to get a lot of games this year, but we shall see. Only time will tell. But this is how we're going to start. Sommers is on the bench. Sommers originally did come in as... He was originally going to be the first choice goalkeeper. Hasn't really worked out for him. We do have a couple... the Argentinian Argentinian wingback is injured. So he was coming back from injury, so I didn't start him today. I'm hoping that he'll be fit soon enough, because a lot of these players are on a lot of money. Like I think 4 of the new players are on like $1,000 plus, which, when you think about it, going back to when we were in the second division, the highest paid player we had was $525, I think, in Gionik, and he's like, we were talking about how we might have to get rid of him because of how high his wages were, and now we I never did the set pieces. That's not ideal. Mali at the minute is probably the weak point of the team, even though he's one of our best players, because of his lack of knowledge with the right wing back position. But it's just going to be a bit of time, time and practice. I'm training him to play there, so it will all be fine. Suddenly it started snowing. It's a little breezy, -3 degrees, but it's snowing now. But the games we played against the teams in the top division were a real eye-opener when we tried playing the 4-3-3. We don't really have the players to do it, which is slightly frustrating, because I thought we were going to... I knew when we came up it wasn't going to be a case of we just walk straight in and be one of the best teams in the division. That's obviously not going to happen. But I thought we would have been a bit more involved in kind of... I thought we'd have a better chance of doing well in the league. But then when I saw how we were playing, I was like, okay, well, we have to probably do 5 at the back. And then I saw the director of football just going insane and signing all these players for lots of money. And I was like, this is a lot more money than I was kind of hoping we'd be spending. But it'll be fine. I'm not worried. I tried getting a coaching badge and the board said no because of the financial situation the club was in. But Gio Nick has won the header. Samora puts Gio Nick through. We still haven't seen Gio Nick score a goal. Since we've taken over, Gio Nick has not gotten himself a goal. This tactic as well, you're supposed to have 2 ball-playing defenders. We don't have ball-playing defenders. I'm trying to train people to be ball-playing defenders, but none of them can actually pass a football. So like, Barriero has one vision. One singular vision. Like, he basically doesn't have eyes. But having looked at the team, just not really anybody in our team is cut out for this division. So I think them saying like, oh, we'll be, keep it up, we'll do well. Them saying that we're going to finish 8th, I think, is a bit of a push, but we'll find out, you know. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, Barriero has one vision, 7 passing. His passing is fine. His vision's terrible. Like, he can't see. Tavares says 8 and 5. Like, that's kind of the main thing I'm looking for. Jaguri 8 and 5 as well. Like, we don't have defenders that can pass the ball. Like, fair enough. Megladze 12-11, but he's more of a central midfielder, and he's slow as fuck. Like, he's so very slow, and he's the centre back we have on the bench today, and he's not even really a centre back. Shakira's one player I've considered not playing because he's 30. We have other players coming through, to be fair, aren't ready to be playing at this level just yet. But at the same time, you know, we're not expected to do a whole lot. It would be nice if we could, you know, trouble the top 5. If we survive relegation, I'd be happy. But if we could get even 6th, I'd be happy with 6th. Top half would be amazing. Samora, Gio Nick, DJ Cabell, DJ Cabell. Yeah, there was a lot of the teams higher or supposed to finish higher than us were a beautiful strike by DJ Cabell. A lot of the teams that were supposed to finish above us were coming in for some of our players, and I was kind of going, I hadn't intended on playing this person, but a team above us in the league want him. So I don't know if it was just a bit like Scott Carson going to Man City. Shengelia, how did you miss that? Where they just kind of needed Georgian players. I thought that might have been Gionic, Barriero, Abbas, back to Barriero, dinks it in, nobody's there, and it's cleared. I was thinking maybe it's just because the players are Georgian, and you can only have, I think, 10 foreign players. Oh, Shengelia just puts it over. So I was thinking maybe that's why. Like, they were... Shengelia is uninterested, so I'll take him off for Shunikov to make his debut. And I'm going to bring on Baridze to make his competitive debut. It's like, that's one thing I looked at, and I was a little bit worried that the director of football was going a bit too crazy with foreign players. But, you know, we have a Latvian, a couple of Ukrainians. Well, there's one Ukrainian in the team at the minute, and a couple coming in, or 3 that'll be coming in after. Baridze, could have scored on his debut. 489 fans. This is on TV, by the way, as well. Just to let you know. I know this is all over the place, but Baridze, Djiguri. Yeah, there was a lot of foreign players. We have a Colombian playing at centre back. We have a Nigerian and Argentinian at wing back on the left. Speaking of, Abbas is dying. We're going to got 10 minutes left. We'll take Shakira off for Kim Axons to make his debut. Yeah, we've a lot of old players. What was that? Djiguri is one of the more senior players in our team, and he makes that kind of mistake. Okay. Thankfully, Flammarion, what was his name? Flairion puts it wide. Mali tries to get a crossover but can't. This snow is very distracting. Tifaradze, oh, cheeky little pass back. Mali gets it up and... How short is Baridze? He looks like he's about 4 foot tall. Mali. That's one thing as well. The Director of Football and Chief Scouts are going after an awful lot of French players. Just because of me saying Baridze was 4 foot tall. It made me think of Valbuena. They're bringing up players from France, and we had a Northern Irish guy come in on trial. What was he doing in Georgia? He was playing for Tranmere, I think it was, up to the summer. I think it was. Was it the summer? But yeah, it was mental. But we've won our first game of the league this season. Proud of the winning goal. Well done. Nobody did terribly. How tall is Baridze before we forget? 5'9". Alright, he looked like he was about 4 foot tall. The assistant had nothing extra to say. That is delightful. We have won a game. We're off to a winning start, lads. The 5 at the back works. Shukanov makes his debut. Samura, Barriero, Garich, Mali and Abbas all made their debuts as well. Didn't Barriera make his debut? DJ Cabell, superb chances. Good job, buddy. Was that not Barriera's debut? Or Baridze? Obviously not. Right, that is fantastic. The transfer window is closing soon? In 4 weeks. It's closing in 1 month. As you can see, 11 players brought in, 32 sold. It has been a time. So I think we're going to come back for the Seburtalo and Torpedo games. Or do we come back for Merani Tiblisi and this cup game? It'll be either these 2 games or it'll be these 2 games, depending on how we're doing. If we're doing well, we'll come back for the Tbilisi and the cup game. If things change and we're not doing so great, then we come back for 2 of these 3 games. Right. So thank you very much for watching, fellas. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I think for the fact that we've won our first game after making 11 new signings and selling 32 players, I think we deserve a like. Comment who you think is going to be the best player of everyone that's come in. Who's going to be the one that changes the face of Merani Tiblisi. Do you think we'll ever get a scouting badge? Because by the looks of it, we're not going to. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, fellas. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.